Hi, welcome to our video series, The 5 Things I Wish I Had Known Before Becoming a Barre Instructor. Before deciding to open my first barre studio, I had been a Pilates instructor for 5 years. I loved Pilates and I loved what it had done for my body. But I just got so busy teaching that I stopped taking classes as often, especially with that full-time corporate job that just kept getting in my way. But when I found barre, I just fell in love with fitness again. It again broke my body through a horrible plateau and started my body to change. I often tell the story of my first barre class. It was a Sunday morning and I went with a friend to take another friend's class. Oh my gosh, class was so hard. Are your muscles really supposed to shake that much? Yes. And that pretzel thing? I could barely get my leg up, nevertheless hold it there and pulse it. Had they lost their minds? After class, I looked at my friend who had gone with me and I said, "Oh my gosh, that was the hardest thing I've ever done. I can't wait to go back." You know what she said to me? "Oh my gosh, that was the hardest thing I've ever done. I will never go back there." I absolutely love what I do. There's very little in life that is more rewarding to me than to have a client come in and tell me that they have avoided a back surgery because of our classes. Or maybe that they're off blood pressure medicine because they lost weight from classes. So let me tell you right now the top 5 things that will make your transition to being a barre instructor more fun, smooth, and easy. First thing, barre is not for everyone. When I first opened my studios, it used to hurt my feelings when people said that barre just wasn't for them. I don't have a human baby, but I had a barre studio, and it was like they had just told me that my baby was ugly. Today, I often find that I run into women who ask what I do, and when I tell them that I'm a barre master instructor, they often say, "Oh, I tried that once. I shook so much, I wasn't good at it and I'll never go back." And I often say, "Wow, that's great that you shook. That means you were really pushing those muscles well past their point of fatigue." We're all looking for a workout that will really change our bodies and challenge us. Maybe you should try it again. You know what? They may have no desire to come back, and that's okay. But my life's work is to make women's lives better, so I'm going to encourage them to challenge themselves. But if they decide that barre is just not for them, that's okay. As an instructor, encourage them to find something they love. If they don't love it, they won't stick with it. So it's important that they find something that they will enjoy and commit to regularly. You can't please everyone. I feel like I have some of the most amazing clients in the world, but even my amazing clients have opinions, and they aren't always the same. One day in one class, I had one client tell me, "Turn up the music," they wanted it to be louder, all while another was telling me to turn it down, that it was too loud. With pumping bass designed to set the tone and pace of a class, music is important, but you can't please everyone. Another day, another class, a client said, "I'm hot, will you turn up the AC?" Another client said, "Oh my goodness, we're here for a workout, I want to sweat." Literally, every day I get feedback from clients. As instructors, we can do our very best to design a class that's going to please as many people as possible, but there will always be someone that thinks you should do it different. You can't let that get to you. You can't do it all. Each time a new instructor starts, I try to tell them to take it a little slower, let them ease in. You see, most of us became barre instructors because we love it. So when an instructor first starts, I often find them demonstrating the whole class. First, that's not what's best for the clients. As an instructor, your objective is to give the clients the best workout possible, which normally means that you're walking around, correcting form, helping with modifications and amplifications. What I love about a barre class in a studio is that it's normally less than 20 people in a class, and there's time to make corrections for everyone and ensure that every client is getting a customized workout experience. But second, your body just can't handle it. When I first opened the studio, I taught every single class for 2 weeks. No one told me I couldn't demo the whole class. But you know what? After 4 days, I was so sore, I was downing Advil just to get by. And by the end of 2 weeks, I had lost over 10 pounds. That was not sustainable. Listen to your body, set up an exercise, and then walk around and correct form. Your experience as an instructor will be better, as will your client's experience. It's not the exercises you teach, but how they're taught that makes all the difference in the world about the class you're giving. I can take a class and put it together with a series of exercises, and it could be considered an easy class. I could take that same series of exercises and put them together differently and make it a completely different class. For example, if I want to really fatigue the clients, we can work one side at a time until that side is so tired it just can't go anymore. If I want to ease up, I can alternate and have the clients work one side and then switch back. Or I can offer less breaks or operate in sets, or. As you start teaching, it isn't just about the exercises you choose, but how you structure your class. Do you want today's class to be heavier in cardio, or is it a resistance day? Are you going to work every single muscle group exactly proportionately, or is it a booty day with just a little bit of extra attention on that booty? As you start teaching, there are a lot of these things to consider. Number 5, clients are responsible for their own workout. This one may be a little bit unpopular, but it's totally true and needs to be addressed. I always tell clients that my goal is to work them hard, but make it safe. As an instructor, it is my responsibility to provide modifications for those with injuries or with any other type of limitations. It's also my responsibility to provide amplifications for the clients that can go further. Take the time to get to know the clients. Tell them it's your job to work them hard and motivate them, but keep them safe. Remind them to speak up when something doesn't feel right. Remind them there's no shame in a modification, and it's always more desirable to take care of their bodies than hurt themselves. When you're designing a class, make sure that you have considered the modifications and amplifications. That will make all the difference in the world. Tell the class before class about some common modifications or amplifications for things you'll be doing. Get them moving in class, and while they're moving, demonstrate the modifications and amplifications. A career as a barre instructor is so rewarding. It's fun. It's challenging. No day is ever the same. No class is ever the same. Have fun with it. Our Fit in 60 online barre certification will give you the education you need to teach a fabulous barre class and start making more money in less than 60 days. Are you ready to get started?